perfect, sinless man, sent from the Father down to heaven to teach the people what they should do and how they should respond. Jesus came down in a virgin's birth, lived a sinless life, ministered on the earth for 3 years, and then after a crazy turn of events, he was hung on a cross between two criminals, one on his left and one on his right. His followers have turned away from him. His disciples have denied him. The people that he walked with couldn't even look at him. Even so much that God himself could not look down on his hurting son, on his blameless, sinless, innocent son, who now had the weight of the entire world's sin resting on his shoulders. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani," that is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Jesus here is quoting the words of David from Psalms 22. David had his fair share of trials, and at times it seemed like it was going to be the end. When he was being chased by the Philistines, or by Saul, or by his son. There were times in David's life when it felt like God had forsaken him. But nothing compared to the weight of sin that was on Jesus' shoulders. God in heaven, perfect God, a just God, looked down on the earth and had to look away from his only son that was hurting and suffering. But he had to do it so that Jesus could fully take the weight, die on the cross, and 3 days later raise himself from the dead. He did this not only to be our sacrifice, but so that when God looks at us, after we've been covered in the blood, he doesn't see the sin or the shame that used to rest on our lives. He looks down at us and sees nothing but his son who redeemed his children. As we close this series of heroes of the faith who were called twice, who were in one spot, God calls their name and their life completely shifts. Isn't it amazing that it happened the same way for us when Jesus called God's name twice? When Jesus looked up to heaven and said, "God, why have you forsaken me?" So that we could look up to heaven and say, "Father, receive us." Thank you, Father, for sending your Son, blameless, perfect sacrifice, to take away the sin and the debt that I can never repay on my own. Thank you for looking away from your Son in times of trouble, so that we can be assured that you will never look away from us, that nothing we do or have done will ever separate us from your love. The heroes of the Old Testament, God called their name twice. There's a call of action. Get up and do. The heroes of the New Testament, it's a call of remembrance. It's a call of, I've got this. It's a call of, don't try to handle this on your own.